Hello people, Simon here, and I have an amazing video for you. My friend Dane wants me to show a tutorial on how to import new weapons to Rune because he has an axe and he wants me to import it. But before I start with this, I want to make a small shout out to Zane because, yeah, let me say he is one of the best developers that appears in the past few months or maybe years, I don't know. He contacted me and he's a very nice guy. He showed me some pictures. His work looks just amazing. Check this out. He's doing some very awesome stuff. He also works with Maya and he is able to export stuff from Maya and import it to Rune. It's very, very cool. You should check it out. You can find him on Rune-Library as well. There is one map from Zane. The name of the map is Horsemen. And yeah, just give it a try. Check it out. He's a very good guy. He's doing some very awesome stuff. You should take a look at this. So yeah, that's my shout out to Zane. Now let's get started with the tutorial. And what you want to do is, first of all, go to Lost Skills, yeah, and get the weapon model. It's the Roman sword. You can download it, and that's what you should do to start with your tutorial and to be able to import your new weapon. So I download this and I'm going to my sample folder as always, and there are the files from Zane. It's his axe for milk shape and it's the texture for his axe, and I'm going to copy this one and paste it into this one so I have a backup file. If I do something wrong, I still have the backup. But yeah, that's it for now. And what I did is I prepared the import commands to import the weapon and to import the texture. If you are new and you don't know how this import commands work, you should check out the how to import textures video so you can learn more about these commands. In this case, we have a new command. It's the skeletal import command and it starts like this. But yeah, I don't read it right now. You can get it in the description. Just take the comments from the description, and yeah, you don't have to write it down all by yourself. So okay, let's continue. I prepared this one, so I put it away. Now what we're gonna do is we take the Roman sword file, the milk shape file, and we open it. So say okay, it's not important. Now let's take a look to the Roman sword. You can see the Roman sword has lots of joints. It's because the Roman sword has a very crazy fire effect in the game Rune, and therefore you need all these joints. But if you want to have a regular weapon without a crazy effect, you don't need all these joints. You can get rid of some of these joints, and this is what we are going to do first. We go to joints, and now we make a double click on offset VWQ. It's red now, and now you can push the delete button on your keyboard and you can get rid of this joint. And we are going to do this for all the other joints. This one, and this one, except of the offset and base joint. Just keep these two joints. Yeah, you just need these two joints for your model. Now let's take a closer look to the blade, and as you can see, we have two lines here. We have this yellow line and we have this purple line or pink line. And most important is that your weapon, the blade, always looks in this direction, okay? The flat side of the blade always looks to the purple line and to the other direction of the purple line. So yeah, like this, you can see it. Okay, it's just straight to the purple line. Now, what we do next is we are going to merge it together. We go to files, go to merge, and now we take the new X file from Zane, or in this case it's your new weapon. So you take it and you say open it, and now you can see that the X from Zane doesn't fit to the Roman sword. It's totally in a different direction. And because this is an X and this is a sword, you might now confused in what direction the blade of the X should be, yeah? And I can tell you, the blade of an X should always be in a direction of the purple line, yeah? So what we need to do is we have to turn and rotate this X model. But before we rotate this model, we go to groups and we get rid of the Roman sword because we don't need it anymore. So let's make a double click on it and delete it. And now you can see the Romans, we get rid of the Roman sword. And the next thing we are going to do is we mark our new X and we go to animation and go to rotate all, and now you have to tinker a little bit till you find the right amount or the right number you have to insert to rotate it. In this case we need to take the Y and make a -90 and say okay. And now you can see the blade, the X, it rotates and the blade is in the direction of the purple line. Okay? So this is awesome. And yeah, what else you need to know? You have to know that the base joint is the joint where the player most likely has its hand and where the player stows the weapon. In this case, he will stow the X on his back, and yeah, to make it look good, you need this base joint so that everything works well. And the offset joint is the joint you need to assign all the vertex and to actually make the weapon, yeah, the hitbox of the weapon. Yeah, it's just for the hitbox. So we could keep it like this, but I recommend you to move the joint a little bit. And this is what we are going right now. This is what we are going to do. So what you're gonna do is activate the move button, go to joints, and yeah, double click on offset till it's red. Now move the joint a little bit higher. Somewhere here, it's okay. And that's all so far. And yeah, the next step is very simple because we are most likely done with the joints and the model. It's in the right direction and the joints are good as well. So we unselect everything and now we are go to tools, and you can, for example, you don't have to do it, but you can do it. I recommend you to do it just to check if the model is okay or if there are any triangles that will be deleted. So go to clean, go to tools and hit clean, and there you can see the model is pretty awesome. There are 0 triangles were removed, so yeah, the model is awesome. And yeah, say okay. The next step is go to tools again and make 0 joints. Say okay. And now what you have to do is you go to back to the joints and select the offset joint. Now you push cell assign, and you see nothing happened. If we click or double click on offset again, and now we go to unassign, you see all the vertex that are unassigned to a joint. And now that we select all the vertex, we go to assign. Okay, So what we did is we assign all the vertex to the offset joint. I show you an example. If I go to base and I push cell or unassign, you see nothing happened. If I go to offset and I push it, nothing happened either. But if I push on cell assigned, you can see it shows us all the vertex that are assigned to offset. So this is awesome right now. Last but not least, it's the last step. Go to base, select the base joint, and what you want to do is activate the animation button. Go to animate and click to set keyframe, and click on the animation button again to turn it off. Yeah, so that's awesome. That's all we had to do. What else we want to do is to make the import of the texture later in game easier is go to group and rename your X. Call it, for example, ZAxe. Okay, it's ZAXE. Okay, just rename it. Now here you can see it's ZAxe. Now go to material and do the same for the material. It's your texture. Call it, for example, RED. Yeah, call it. Just make it short. Just use like 3 digits, something like this. Okay, and rename it. Now we have our material. The name is RAD, and the group is ZAxe. So now go to file, make a save of this. Call it, for example, ZAxe. Give it the name of your weapon, save it, and next step is export it. Export the file to Rune Super Cool model and give it the same name, ZAxe. Save it. In this window you cancel it, say OK, cancel it again and say OK again. So now we are done with Milkshape. Okay, so we can close Milkshape, and there you can see we have our ZAxe.scm file. And the next step is go to your system folder, go to your main folder of Rune and create a new folder. Call it ZAxe, the name of your weapon, and open it. Copy your SCM file into this one and take the texture file and copy it into your folder as well. So now we have the texture file and the SCM file in this folder. So we can close this one because there are our import comments. We have it open, and as you can see, the import comments is like it has all the name of the weapon, the name of the folder, the name of the weapon, ZAxe.scm. The package will be ZAxe, and so on and so on. The same for the texture file. So we are done with this, and we can open the Rune editor right now. And now we are going to inventory. We go to weapons, and because we want this as an X, we go to X, and let's go to Viking X. So now we make a right click on Viking X, create a new class below Viking X, and call it ZAxe. Give it the name of your weapon. Very simple, always use the name of your weapon, okay? In this case, in my case, it's ZAxe. Create this actor class. Now you can see we have a new class under Viking X. So next step is we make a right click on the Viking X and we open the script. And from here you take the whole script, okay? It always says class Viking X expands X, so we want it right from here. Oh damn it, right from here all the way down until there is nothing more. So this is the whole script. Make strlc, copy it and paste it into your new class. Okay, in this case it's ZAxe. Now hit the button F7. F7, hit it to refresh the script. So yeah, this looks good. Next step is go to ZAxe, right click, and go into properties. Open the properties. Now what's very important, go to weapons and make the stow mesh to 0. Otherwise you can get some problems in game and the weapon might, the weapon can disappear if you stow it. So make it to 0. What else we can do is go to inventory and change the pickup message. For example, let's do it, for example, like feel the power of Zane. Okay. What else we have to do is we have to go to skeleton. But before we can continue on the skeleton, we have to actually import our new skeleton model, and therefore we need our import comment. So let's copy this one, ctrl-C again, go to the log window, log, and paste the comment into the log. Now push enter, and it has to look like this. Okay, you can see it's one skin, sequence 1, frame 1. We had 2 joints, the base and the offset joint, so this looks all awesome. And there you can see how the texture, how the name of the texture will be. It's ZAxeRAD. It's always the name of the model in milk shape. Yeah, we changed the group. Yeah, we renamed the group and we make a rename on the texture. If you remember, so it's the model and this is the texture. So this is the name of our texture. Now we can close this log window and we go to substitute mesh, and there we just click on this button here and it will directly go into skeletal. Maybe you have to go to ZAxe or to the weapon import you made. In this case it's ZAxe, so there it is, and we say use. Yeah, our substitute mesh is our new scale model ZAxe. So next step we want to do is we are going to import our texture, and I copy this comment, and if I go to scale group skins, you can see the old texture. So we get rid of this, just delete it and push on this button again, and if you go to all and now scroll down, you can find ZAxe, and there is the texture of our new weapon. And like I told you, it's the name ZAxeRAD. Okay, so what we want to do is we go to Windows again, we go to the log again, and we paste the texture import comment and hit enter. Now close it, and if I refresh it, I go to weapons, and now I go back to ZAxe. You can see now it's the correct texture we want, and this texture we are going to add to 0. Okay, just click inside this and say use. Okay, now it has our texture. And yeah, that's it for all the properties. You can close everything, go back to classes, make sure you click on ZAxe and save it. Okay, push on save. So now you can close the Rune editor and reopen it. Just restart it, go to file, open a test level. You just need a simple level to test, and go to load, go to your system folder and search for your file. Here it is, ZAxe U. You just need a U file. It's this file. If you have a level or something you add your new weapon into, you need this file as well. If, for example, if you want to show somebody your weapon, you just need the U file, okay? So open it, go to inventory, weapon X, Viking X, and there it is. Click on it, right click, and add X here. As you can see, it has to look like this. Just as an example, if I take the Viking Axe and I add it as well, you can see it looks in the same direction as our new weapon. And now I can make a quick test. Let me start this level. And yeah, there it is. There is our new weapon. And it works. You can throw it, you can pick it up again. Let's summon an enemy. There is a goblin. Now let's test it. You can see it, it works awesome. Yeah, people, that's it. This is how you import new weapons to Rune. And again, all you need is the U file in your system folder. Take it, go to your file ZAxe, and best thing you can do is make a backup file for this. And now you have your new weapon. So people, have fun with this, show us some support, and good luck creating new weapons for the game Rune. Bye.